Double XL has a conversation going on IG right now because there was a Facebook post that started this viral Mount Rushmore of white rappers. And apparently Machine Gun Kelly took offense that he wasn't on the list. And they had Eminem up on Mount Rushmore.
Obviously.
They had Mac Miller up there on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
You're not wrong so far.
Paul Wall is up there.
I like Paul Wall.
Paul Wall is up there. And Russ.
Okay.
Russ, who is coming to town, he's coming into the amphitheater.
Yeah.
And he has Big Sean opening for him.
I like Big Sean a lot.
Yeah. A lot of people like him. A lot of people wondering, how is he opening for Russ? But
Right.
whatever. All right, so you have Russ on Mount Rushmore too, and Machine Gun Kelly is like, this is blasphemy for me not to be up there and represented in the hip-hop culture. And so it has kind of made a debate on who would deserve to represent, that part of hip-hop that has stretched out into the masses.
Well, I like Machine Gun Kelly a lot. I see why he's not necessarily on there yet, maybe. But I mean, wouldn't the Beastie Boys need to be on there? I know it's only supposed to be faces, so maybe that's difficult.
I would think the Beastie Boys would be on there. I would think Third Base would probably be on there.
Right.
I was kind of mad that they put Paul Wall up there, but then now that I'm thinking, it's like the only person that I could really think about that can have an argument is Machine Gun Kelly to kind of get up on there.
I don't know. I have somebody in my mind, but I know it's just because of our affinity for him. But I think if you put Paul Wall up there, Bubba Sparks can go up there.
Okay.
Because I think of them as the same. I mean, Paul Wall is fire.
Right.
But he didn't have like a big discography. There's a long stretch from Paul Wall to Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And maybe people forget MGK can actually spit because, he went rock. Mm-hmm. And so they kind of don't think of him in that vein. But I would put him up there before Russ.
I agree with that.
What about Post Malone? Like, is that somebody that we think that just his accolades alone? Posty?
It's a conversation.
That would be the same kind of way with MGK. Kind of like you see him in a different way now because we see him as a musician. I never really. I mean, MGK is a fire MC, but he is a good musician as well.
Yes,
Posty is a great artist. I've never really seen Post Malone as like a really fire MC, though.
I don't view him as that, at least anymore.
I've just seen him as a big artist where he got a lot of attention.
What about Lil Dicky?
I mean, I don't know about the top 4 because it's only 4 people that go up on Mount Rushmore.
Right.
And I mean, unless you want to make a consolation for groups, because I would think the Beastie Boys would have to be up there.
I
would think
right
Cypress Hill would have to be up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's people, I don't know about Lil Dicky is fire.
Yeah,
I loved Lil Dicky.
Yeah, of course.
If we're gonna say all that, then I'm gonna throw in Action Bronson too. But these are people that have good songs and lyrically amazing rappers.
Right, like Vanilla Ice. That was a text that just came in. Don't be mad at me.
I thought you were serious. I was like, man.
Did you hear the record?
What? The whole city shut down. They're like, whoa. There was people who stopped driving on the bridge. Like,
what about Marky Mark?
Yeah, for real. There are people who was like, yo, Lil Dicky is fire. Lil Dicky got bars. I mean, Lil Dicky did Wild Splash. Mm-hmm. We know Dave can go.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have like a plethora of records you can point to like an Eminem, but I would put Dicky up there before Russ. Russ has Best on Earth, and he's got Losing Control. Like, I mean, what?
Best on Earth, Losing Control.
Ain't too many. What They Want? I mean,
They Want's a good one.
Okay, give him 3. But I'm just saying, you now at the Bubba Sparks space.
Yeah. What about Logic?
Is Russ Hispanic? Or something like?
He might be. But he's on board.
How about Logic?
Oh, that's a good one. And
Logic is one.
And he's so talented.
Logic is fire.
With the awareness that he brought up with the 1-800 song, I think that Logic does deserve to be up there.
Somebody said Logic, G-Eazy.
I like G-Eazy.
G-Eazy slaps. Like I mean,
he also he
All
has
right,
his issues.
This is a good question out of the 727. Are we going off fame or talent? Because if we talking about talent,
I think it's both.
I would put Yellow Wolf over Russ and MGK.
Okay.
Yellow Wolf. No,
Yellow Wolf is
fire.
Yellow Wolf is fire, but I'm just saying, this is the top of the top.
It's
Jack Harlow.
Okay.
I
We
mean,
need to
let's
take a
not.
step
We got
Whoa,
to take a
whoa,
step
whoa,
back.
whoa,
We
whoa.
We
can't
like Jack Harlow, but we can't put him up there now. He's still building his career.
Right, he's just getting there.
Dude, he got the numbers. He's got 3 singles that have done more than a lot of the artists that
He's got a new record right now with Doja Cat that ain't going aluminum.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It's like 50th in the streaming right now, and it's been out 2 weeks. I know, because Atlantic is coming in to take me to lunch today. They're like, hey, man, don't give up on it, dog. Don't give up on it. Don't drop it yet. I swear they're getting ready to do fouling.
2 summers ago,
That's why you're wearing your nice shirt today.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing my lunch shirt today, because I'm like, I got to go to lunch with Atlantic.
2 summers ago, though, like we could not go an hour without listening to one Jack Harlow song.
Right, he had a big record. Hell, when Chris Brown did the Lil Dicky song Freaky Friday, you couldn't go nowhere without hearing that.
Yeah,
So I mean, everybody on here got hits.
Yeah.
Cypress Hill, come on. Beastie Boys, come on. You know what I'm saying? They have a whole career. That's what a person who's gonna go on Mount Rushmore gotta have. It's gotta have more than just a couple records.
Somebody said Macklemore.
Oh, okay. I mean, if we're gonna say
Don't.
Paul
What?
Wall.
Now you're gonna really piss off everybody. Because everybody hates on Macklemore, and I love him.
Well, we know why.
I mean, because he beat Kendrick Lamar for the Grammy.
Oh, this one, a lot of people are going to have something to say. What about Drake?
What do you mean?
Is he considered a white rapper?
No,
I don't think so.
he's not.
From what I've seen.
I don't think so. Really, I mean.
He's.
Well, I mean, by definition, I mean, you could.
He's mixed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His mom's side is, that's his Jewish
So he's half.
side. He's half white, he's half black. His dad is from Memphis. His mom is from.
So what is?
So technically, he can.
I mean, I guess. But I mean, it's the same. It's the same way with Russ. Russ ain't like the traditional white boy.
Drake doesn't want to be on the white side of the Mount Rushmore for rappers. He wants to be on the black side.
I mean, he's on whatever side he wants to be on because his numbers beat everybody.
No, okay, but
He
right,
beat
he's
the
not
other
even-
he beat the other mulatto guy, Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Drake's only competition is Michael Jackson.
Right. At
So
this point.
realistically, yeah, he could go on any list. If you put him on the regular hip hop list,
But he wasn't
he's
even
there.
added to this one. They don't look at him as like a white rapper.
Right.
Does anybody look at him as a white rapper?
But that's why I said, who would you put on there in yours?
I mean, there's certain words that Drake says
That makes me believe he is
that
not
makes me
a white
believe
rapper.
He's not a white rapper.
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. If
Okay.
only
We can't put
people.
him on
Okay,
there.
so here's the
Here we
rule.
go. There we go.
Here's the rule. Only people who can't use certain words are going on this Mount
Is
Rushmore.
it certain words or a word?
Certain words. I'm sure there's variations of it, but there's certain content that the people who go on this Mount Rushmore can't say.
Okay.
And so
Okay.
Drake is not included in that
That
conversation.
is correct. And that's how we found out the definition
There you go.
together.
Right there.
I
Yeah.
feel like Russ has used that word though, so it's like that kind of takes.
Mac Miller, NF. They said Cypress Hill, Be Real is Mexican, so you can't put him up there.
Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, now we're getting into the
But we can all agree that the Beastie Boys need to go up there,
Yeah.
correct?
Beastie Boys. Absolutely.
Okay.
Like, that's the cornerstone of, like,
I agree.
diversity in hip hop. When they dropped
Sure.
off, it was like, yo,
Yeah.
these dudes were killing it. So one of those slots would have to be the Beastie IB.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So
All
we
right.
got 3.
Eminem for sure.
Eminem is definitely there. Beastie Boys definitely up there.
Right. Mac?
I think we put Mac Miller in there.
I think
we do.
We are because of...
Is it because he's dead?
Is-
No, he was.
I know who he was, but I'm saying,
it's also because and how he died. I think that we got to be honest. I'm not saying he doesn't
you don't
deserve
get
to be
on
up
Mount
there.
Rushmore
Yes.
just because of how you died.
No,
No, I'm saying it's a mixture.
I will give it to him just because of his catalog too. I was a huge Mac Miller fan.
Sure.
Everybody in my generation loved Mac Miller.
Yeah. No, he was definitely okay. So Mac Miller definitely goes up. Okay, so Beastie Boys,
Right.
Eminem, Mac
Mac
Miller.
Miller.
There's
Who's the
one
last
slot left. There's one
tough.
slot left. Ain't putting up 5. It's only 4.
Okay, and it's up to we have Logic. We
Somebody
have
said House of Pain.
MGK. I do like MGK though.
I think MGK is fire. You
Yeah.
only get one more slot.
Mm.
They said you can't use Logic based off of y'all rules.
Does
Oh, yeah.
Logic
Oh
say
yeah,
these?
because
Is
Logic,
this the word?
Logic,
Does he say it?
yeah, because his dad's black.
Is it a hard R or is it?
Hey.
No, it's a A.
Hey,
It's
yeah.
a A.
I'm just
Yeah,
asking,
it's a A.
asking questions.
I
Yeah.
don't think anybody putting that in.
So wait, so that means we got to put Logic on the black guy list? All right, okay, all right. Listen, one drop.
All right.
whatever.
They said- somebody just
One
said
drop,
Justin.
one drop.
That's the rule?
Ironically,
That is a very ancient rule.
Okay.
ironically, Haley just said Justin Bieber. nah.
No.
He
No.
raps on songs, but
No,
he
that's
ain't
all
a
right.
rapper.
Okay, so we got to go.
Bubba Sparks.
No, okay. Is it Paul Wall or MGK? Which one deserves to be ahead of one another? Who we got? Don't you feel like MGK deserves it more than Paul Wall?
I feel like Paul Wall deserves it more than MGK.
Really?
But I like MGK's rap skills better than Paul Wall.
Yes, I agree.
But Paul Wall's had more
Pop,
of a
he's
presence.
Crossover.
I mean, Grills was so like, you know what I'm saying? Like when all of the
I
stuff
know.
that he was
I
doing.
love that song.
What it do, baby? It's the Iceman, Paul
Oh,
Wall.
wow.
I'm about
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
about to throw a crazy one out there. Nobody has suggested it, and people are gonna laugh when I say this. But what
Iggy
about
Azalea. I'm sorry. I thought you was in my head. I thought, my bad. I ain't even mean to say that out loud. My
I'm
bad.
saying famous. This guy's very famous. A
Oh,
lot
it's
of
a guy.
people are gonna laugh because a lot of his songs are like parodies. What about Weird Al Yankovic?
He.
Somebody said take Mac Miller out and put MGK in there.
I like MGK being added to the list. He's still producing. He's still. I mean, I just like him in general.
Wait, out of the 863, this doesn't feel like a racist conversation. No,
No,
I don't.
this
No,
is-
I think this is like giving people their flowers, but you only pick 4. It's just like if you were talking about best basketball players or the best dunkers or whatever. I mean, hip hop was such a inner city sport that it was only black folks and Latinos that were out there, and then it caught a wave.
Right.
Beastie Boys was the first ones to usher into that. And you trying to tell me that those 3 Jewish kids that were kicking it, that were licensed to ill, that inspired a whole nation.
Right.
That's damn near like they was public enemy for white folks.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody was like, wait, we can get in on this now. That was inspiring. They deserve to be up there. Eminem
Absolutely.
absolutely deserves to be up there. So you have to hold Mount Rushmore up to that bar.
Yeah. I don't.
And so
It's a good
now we get a
conversation.
little low when we get to the other parts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Beastie Boys, Eminem, Mac Miller.
All right. So I think all of our stuff, we might not agree on this. I think I'm going to go towards MGK just because he went over to rock for a little bit. He's back into rap. His next album, he said, is going to be all rap.
Damn, I'm gonna have to go Paul Wall because of his influence, he's still rapping, and you know this.
Not really.
Well, Megan Thee Stallion brought him up on stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just more novelty now. I mean, but he's had his time. But guess what? He's still one of the big ones.
On the Mount Rushmore.
We
For
need a bigger.
really?
We need a bigger mountain. We need a bigger mountain. Because I mean, we got 3. It's like a bad space game. We got 3 in a possible because we got a whole bunch of possibles, but we only got 3 books.
Yeah.
John Cena, he rapping.
Oh my God!
I mean, if we're gonna
See
throw
that?
out all these names.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
All right, we're gonna talk to Rich. We'll be right back.
If you want more, and I know you do, make sure you hit like and hit subscribe right below.